They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go-around, a first down as well. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
On the set. Here we go, set, go.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Cook. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing, Cook. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Second and 6. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you talk about this Jets defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60, go.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw here.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Boys, you got this. Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6.
Set it down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Like it. Ready.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go. Take off.
They're going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped him.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 68 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cook. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Off play action. Cook. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Demario Davis. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. They'll run with Gibbs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll set up a throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Cook.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Cook.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Now he's loose at the 40, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop with the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Wilson's got it complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready,
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
60 Vice. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Pacheco. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Now Cook. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing, Cook. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cook. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, he's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell.
39 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a gain of 5. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check that. Ready?
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
Evades him at the 20. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle and take it in by Laporta.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
91 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now Cook. Off play action.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw. Cook.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Motion. Hawk 70. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously,
I just want to rock. The body of the y'all.